So I've been seam ripping all day. And I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and burn some of the edges. Now, this lighter barely has anything. And every time I use it, it's just like, so to position this better, I was like, well, let me just lay it flat and let me go right here. Bitch. I'm just gonna eat a banana and calm down. Now with this hole, I'm gonna seam rip this and then I'm gonna make a baby patch. Since luckily this front part is going to be just folded over and there's gonna be a ruffle, so you're not gonna be able to see like most of the patch anyways. I'm hoping that works. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're just gonna try.
Just then,
I'm starting to rethink this whole thing. I think I might end up seam ripping everything. I was like, oh, I'll just do a French seam, but like the opposite way, so it has like a little flap and I just fold it over and that's it. But the finishing isn't as pretty as this that I did here. I'm proud of this first French seam I've ever done. I'm proud of this one right here because it looks so clean. If I were to seam rip this, then that would mean I am just erasing 2 days of work. And I don't mean like, oh, I worked on it for 2 hours. Literally, when I do sewing projects, it's not like I work on it for hours at a time and then I go ahead and do like something else with my life. Like, no, literally, if I'm doing a sewing project, it is all I do until I finish it. And it definitely takes time away from like editing videos and stuff like that because sewing takes a while. So I'm not doing work until I finish this, even though this will be a video, but I lose a whole bunch of days because it's just hard to have to clean up everything. And what if I need little scraps here and there? So I think I'm gonna just seam rip everything. The thing that sucks is that this will now be a 0.5 centimeter smaller on all sides because I already cut off the thing. Yeah.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Chaz, I didn't want to have to call you. I wanted to figure this out by myself, but girl, I need help. Oh my God, you're right. Thank you, girl. Okay, I'm taking out Alvin now because Pobre was like, me meo, carajo. Anyways, okay, I'll give you an update.
Girl, I guess maybe you just physically had to put the binding just to show me like it looks bad, and then for me to tell you no, girl, and the bottom.
Girl, like, tell me how I knew that could have been an option for me to finish this, but I was like, no, I don't have any more fabric. Not really even thinking, oh, well, maybe I could use a lining and it could look, some sort of way, even though I have already been using the lining on the parts where I put the lining, so it's not like it would have looked crazy. But yeah, I think I definitely need a different perspective. Oh my God, girl, I've been racking my fucking brain for like 2 full days. I don't have any fucking background in it, so it's just like learning everything, doing everything for the first time, and I'm just like, how, why, what? I think like when it comes to sewing, I need a visual. I need like, you guys show me exactly how to do it so I can figure it out. Like, I was staring at that fucking photo of the original top forever, being like, how can I reverse engineer? I was like, okay, so if I were to seam rip that, like, how would that like lay? And then I even fucking cut out pieces of paper to try to see if I could figure it out that way, girl.
Sometimes you just gotta sandwich it.
I need a moment to reset my brain. Yeah.
1 hour later.
I've been going back and forth of like, I'm gonna work on the top, I'm gonna work on the skirt. Decided that I'm gonna work on the skirt just in case I might maybe have a little like snippet of fabric and we really need everything that we can get. So I'm gonna attach the ruffle to this. So the backside I added in a couple more inches. So I'm gonna have it slope down so that it can cover a little bit more of my butt. And then once that's done, we're gonna work on the lining. Oh.
20 minutes later.
So I've tested out the skirt. I'm a little bit scared about this. You still have leftover fabric, so I'm gonna lower it a tad bit more. I'm worried. Do I walk like that? No. A little bit worried at how like short this is. I guess it's really gonna be like this.
Montage.
Baby, it's plain to see that I get starstruck in your company. It's taken a year, but you don't understand how it makes me feel when I hold your hand.
this kind of thing going on. I think when I was putting the gathering on this, I made it a little bit too tight because it's tight. Now I'm starting to get really scared about like how little fabric I have. No, but it looks cute, but I need to figure out the fit, so I have to seam rip, readjust, and go from there.
The next morning.
Okay, so what I just realized, and maybe all of you have already noticed it as you're watching this video. So when I made this skirt, the bottom half went down, and that's why I had that kind of like diaper moment. You can't have that in a skirt. Like it all should start at the same point, but then it's just like the length of the fabric that's different. But I was like, this is the only fabric that I have. So I'm like, I can't make the back of the skirt like longer. But then I realized actually, yes, I can, because it does have this. So what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately, is seam rip this, and I'm gonna lower it as much as I can. It kind of sucks because it's not gonna have this nice finishing on it. Oh well, it is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do, because yeah, there's no way that this is gonna just fit me right here and I'm gonna be able to wear it as is. So
What follows is a brief construction montage. Hours later.
finally, I get to the lining. This has just taken such a long time for no reason. The width is bigger than the actual skirt's gonna, I'm gonna make it smaller. Trying to do like this style of the elastic, so it's basically like not shown from the outside. Like you can't see where the elastic is because the elastic is actually in the lining instead. But girl, just trying to figure that out, my brain was like, and I'm like, no, let's just go direct to the point, the regular schmegular way of just putting an elastic in. So that's what I'm gonna do. But first, let me seam rip this, make it smaller, put that together, and then we're gonna be done with the skirt finally.
Witty repartee, and you're in the office at exactly 8. Not early, which would mean...
Complete idiot, because I made the lining to the freaking measurement of here, not my hips. Natalie! So this piece that I cut out of this, now I need to put it back together. I don't know why I was being such an idiot. Oh my god. I just needed to take in the waist and then just...
A little later.
Alrighties, we got the lining done. Finally, I'm gonna go and put in the elastic. Girl, hopefully. I put 2 lines for where I'm gonna be sewing because the back is gonna be a little bit lower. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna have something that goes from the top line to the bottom line, or vice versa, or whatever, just because I know my butt is gonna be showing, so I want at least like the lining to be there a little bit.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
So here was ready to claim victory on finishing the skirt. Girl, no. So let me tell you what happened. Normally the way of like the very easy way of putting an elastic in is like you sew it, was it like right side or wrong side together, whatever. You flip it over and then you sew on the actual fabric, and then it creates a little channel and then you put the elastic through, which that was what I was gonna do. But then I realized this part is sheer, so you could definitely see the elastic. So I was like, well, what else can I do? I had some additional fabric from the lining. I was like, okay, let me fold that in, and then it'll create a little channel of just lining that I could put the elastic through. It really just came out still wonky looking. Like this part is the additional lining. And so anyways, it just looks wrong. And I'm like, girl, there's another way to put in elastic waistband, and you should have just done that way. So I'm going to be doing what I've been doing this whole time in this video, seam ripping. So I'm going to seam rip this whole thing.
The following day.
Just finished seam ripping, which sounds crazy. Okay, so I pinned everything in its place. Now I'm going to add in the elastic. So the other way to add in the, like, do an elastic waistband is basically placing it on the inside, sewing it down, and then flipping it in, and then sewing it down again. So that is what I'm going to do.
Many hours later.
I just finished seam ripping this. It took 3 hours. Okay, now, well, I just seen rip the ruffles. Now I'm gonna seam rip the pieces, and I'm gonna put the ruffles back in.
Someone saved my life. I might.
The very next evening. The next day.
Okay, I'm back at that point again where everything is seamed ripped, everything is ready to be placed, but I am freezing. I am like scared to do anything right now. So I'm gonna take Albie out for a walk, give myself like, just cause I'm like, oh, I gotta do this all over again. But literally once I do this, and I can finally add in the finishing touches of everything else. Albie, baba, let's go.
Montage.
Can I get your number before you walk away? We could sneak out on the weekend. Give me the time and place. Tell me what do you say? Freeze up, knees up. I get nervous just to look at you. I do, but I can't help. I'm selfish, girl. I want you. Do you want me to? Do you want me to? Cut to it's a Friday night. At a function on 5th. I'm looking for you like a satellite. So if you wanna dip, let's dip, baby. There's a spot that nobody knows. We could take a little trip. If you feel it and you're comfortable, then I'm wondering, can I?
The next morning.
Oh my god, I have worked on this project for too freaking long, okay? Yesterday I was finally able to put all of the pieces together, but now we have all of these raw edges. And so what I'm going to do is with the lining and the little baby bit of actual fabric I have left. This is all I have left of fabric. I'm going to try to make some bias tape so then I could put this over the raw edges and then sew it up. So yeah, today I have to finish it today. Oh my god, I've been working on this for too long. I just want to get my life back. Okay, iron, bias tape, put it all together.
You know I'm down, slow it down. Short on my expertise. Been a while since I had someone.
I am finally done. I mean, almost. Not done with the whole thing, but like, I'm done with Thank you.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, so we got to the point where I'm adding in the back. So this was some fusible interfacing that was on the dress. So I'm gonna use this as some sort of stabilizer for the back little like loops I'm gonna make, because I'm gonna make everything like strappy. So you just like attach this to the back like so. I'm going to then fold it back up, and it creates a little placement where I'm going to be adding in the little hooks for the straps, you know, like the little, and then I'm going to sew that all up. I'm going to add in the last ruffle and we'll be done. Jesus. Okay. Oh, my legs. Oh my god, my legs.
12 o'clock midnight.
Her grandmother's ghost had come back to visit her. Wanted to sleep in our bed for the next 2 weeks.
Stand by my point.
2 hours later.
I think this is the final. Oh shit.
I think
The last one. Time 2:35 in the morning. Jesus Christ. I still have to finish one thing. but
3:28 a.m.
oh my god, it's 3 o'clock and I just put on the outfit and it looks cute. Very, very cute.
Epilogue.
So let's look at this before everybody. I can't believe I managed to make this into this. And actually, before I'm going to show you, I'm going to place an ad. If it shows up for you, you better not skip it. Let it play. I need my coins. Okay, I worked 12 days on this, so please. All right, so I made this into this. Girl, this was by far the longest project I've ever worked on. I can't believe I finally finished it. It looks so good. I had some leftover cord from my corset project that I used to tie this together, but I think I'm going to buy another one that matches the garment better. Overall, I am super happy with this set. I think I need to wear this like every day for a month to feel like all the hard work was worth it. This has to be one of my most professional looking garments I've ever done. Like the finishing on this is something I am honestly really proud of. So let me know what you think. I will definitely be using this pattern on this top with the power mesh that I brought from America. So I can't wait to have this top in different colors. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I love ya. Stay safe and bye. Oh, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.